Alright guys, Mittens Emily 1 here. Today I'll be doing a deck profile of Dino Rabbits. So if you like it, please subscribe. There will be many more deck profiles to come. First, we're going to start with the traps. You're going to start out by running 3 Macrocosmos, because any card sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead. And you want all of your monsters removed from play because it helps. Next, we run 2 Fiendish Chains because the deck is all about field control. You don't want your opponent having an Xyz monster that could potentially hurt you in any way, or any effect monster. So, it stops their effects from going off, stops them from attacking. The only thing they can really do is switch the battle position. Next, like I said, it's all about field control, so you run 2 Compulsories. Returns a monster to its owner's hand. And next, we have 2 Torrential Tributes. Destroys all monsters on the field in case they get a really good monster that you might not want on the field, like Utopia, or something like that. Next, I run 2 Prisons. You could run 3, it might get a little bit cloggy though. When an opponent's monster is attacking, you can remove from play that monster and stop the attack. Next, there's 2 Bottomless. Again, it's all about field control, so when your opponent special summons or normal summons, you can remove from play, as long as it's 1500 or more. Next, I run 2 Mirror Force. When the opponent attacks, you can destroy all attack position monsters. And then we have Solemn Warning. Pay 2,000 life points, negate a summon. Very handy staple. Solemn Judgment. Look at that ghost rare. Pay half your life points, negate a summon, spell, or trap effect. Then Starlight Road, another good staple. When 2 or more of your cards are going to be destroyed, you can activate that. And then special summon a Stardust. That's it for the traps. Going on to spells next. You have 3 Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance allows you to activate it, and when you do, a monster of your choice loses 800 attack points and isn't affected by spell or trap cards other than this card for the rest of the turn. So very good for field control. Most likely your monster will come out ahead in that battle. Then we have 2 MSTs, because it's again about field control, so just destructive power there. Dark Hole, same, just a nice staple to run. Field control, destroys all face-up monsters on the field. Very nice. Heavy Storm, just another staple. Destroys all spell and trap cards on the field. Can also be used with your Starlight Road. If you have 2 or more face downs, get a free Stardust. And then Monster Reborn. Maybe side it out if it becomes a dead draw. Sometimes it does, I've found. Next, we run 3 Drak Guaibas. The reason why is because when it destroys an opponent's monster, you can special summon 1 from your deck. And it also gives you the ability in that main phase 2 to go into an Xyz like Dalka or Lagia, which I'll get to in a few minutes. Then we run 3 Sabersaurus, just some vanillas for rabbit targets. And it's a 1900 beater, if you would like to use it as such. 3 Cabazals, same as Sabersaurus, just rabbit targets. 1700 beater, can also summon Lagia and Dalka, since they have to be summoned with 2 level 4 dinosaur types. Next we have 2 rescue rabbits. You banish rescue rabbit off the field to get 2 Cavazals or 2 Sabersaurus, depending on preference. That is a secret rabbit, by the way. Just saying. Then you have 2 tour guides. Tour guides special summon another level 3 fiend type from your hand or deck. Get out Zen Mains or Leviair. Next you have 2 Snowman Eaters. When it's flipped face up, you have to destroy a face-up monster on the field. And that's it for the main deck, guys. On to the extra deck. So, the extra deck consists of 2 Logia. You detach 2 material from it, and it's a Solemn Judgment. Look at that ultimate right there. Very nice. Next, we have 2 Dalka. Dalka, you can remove 1 material monster off of it, or material, and negate the activation of an opponent's monster effect. Then, of course, Zen Mains. When it would be destroyed, you can detach your material off of it, and negate the activation. And in the end phase, you can select a card on the field and destroy it. If you can see there, it is Secret First Edition. Next, we have number 39, Utopia. Very good. You can negate an attack with it by removing a material. Of course, My Stroke, 2 level 4s. You can detach 1, put a monster in face down defense position. Abyss Dweller, in case you go up against Marimales or Heriatics, or something like that likes to special summon or activate effects in the graveyard. You can remove a material and stop it. Next we have Stardust. You don't run tuners in the deck, but it's good for Starlight Road. Remember, Starlight Road, when 2 or more cards on the field, on your side of the field, will be destroyed, you can negate it and special summon a Stardust. Next we have Tim Tempo, the Percussion Gen. When your turn, you can remove a material and remove 1 material on one of your opponent's Xyz monsters. Next we have number 16, Shockmaster, just a good staple. 3 level 4 monsters. Then you can call monster spell and trap, and those effects are negated till the end of your opponent's next turn. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon. You can detach a material and have it gain 500 attack. Next we have Leviair, the Sea Dragon. You can detach a material and you can special summon a banished monster. Good for getting a banished rabbit and going in for more vanillas to get an Xyz monster. Number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction. It's a decent card, you know. All it is really a 3000 beater if you need to do some extra damage for game. I wouldn't recommend summoning it unless you're really close to having game, or you have a Torrential Tribute, or something like that, to destroy it after its 2 turns of removing and detaching your materials. Next, and finally, for the last card of the extra deck, we have Photon Papal Operative. I don't know if you can see that, but that's an ultimate rare. It's very pretty, as opposed to rare. It requires 2 level 4s. When you detach, you can select one face up on the field, or a face down monster, I'm sorry, flip it to face up attack, and it'll lose 600 points of attack. And now for the side deck. Now, you can alter the side deck. This is just my build, because I needed to throw together a side deck. I run 2 Guardian Yugiohs, because when you're playing with macro, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon it, and you'd have a 2500 beater on the field. And then I have 2 soul drains in here, pay 1000 life points, and your opponent cannot activate effects that activate in the graveyard, so it messes up Maramails and Hariatics again. Then a Starlight Road, in case someone's really doing a ton of damage to your field. And then Pot of Avarice, in case you go up against a mirror match. Put your monsters from your grave. Or you can use that in combo with Guardian Yugiohs. 1 Mind Crush, in case your opponent is bringing a lot of cards to the hand that you can see. Like Fire Fist, Call, Bear, or Gorilla, maybe Dragon. Very nice. 1 Thunder King, in case your opponent special summons a lot, whether it be Xyz, Synchro, or whatever. Again, Hariatics and Maramails. Not so much Fire Fist. 1 Fiendish Chain. 3 gets really cloggy, so they're doing a lot of special summoning or whatever. Maybe you should side that in. 2 Veilers, just in case you run into anything. Might activate its effect. You can stop Rabbit with that. And stop Tour Guide. So then we have Return from the Different Dimension. You pay half your life points. You can special summon up to 5 monsters from the graveyard, depending on or from the remove from play, depending on how many you have on the field. And they're removed at the end phase, but you'll still get a turn to deal a lot of damage if you need to. And then finally, 3 Dust Tornadoes. Just more field destruction, because remember, this deck is all about field control. So that brings this deck profile to a conclusion. So if you liked it, please subscribe. There will be plenty more to come, including Fire Fist deck profiles, Maramails, Infernities, and Spellbooks. So please subscribe, please like, and I'll also be doing some booster box openings eventually. So that would be nice. Also, this deck is for sale in part or in full. I would like to try and get at least 150. Please PM me with your offers. And thanks for watching.